welcome to another episode of Lucy's Luncheon. On today's menu features special guest Edie, who's currently placing an order, so, you know.
You're such a hater. I just need my Starbucks, that's all.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. Sometimes it's important to get your sweet treat. I'm a sweet treat, like, advocate.
No, okay, I'm gonna hold this up to my mouth a little bit more. I have literally had 2 already today. Simply because I got up at 5 in the morning to do my hair and makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then we had to be here for choir. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I get here at that same time most of the time anyway.
I hate that for you.
Yeah.
Honestly, every day I think about it.
I just sit here in the music department doing stuff. It's never homework.
Honestly, if you're in the music department without, like, anybody being there, it's kind of nice. But, like, when people show up, especially people that you don't necessarily vibe with, I'm like, no, get out of here. Or I can't be here because it messes with my mood, yeah?
Yeah. Or, like, during an open, you come back and you're like...
Exactly.
Ugh.
Yeah, because I share my open with so many different people. Like, so many of the tenors are in my open, and they come and sit in the recording studio. And I'm like, if I need to record something...
This is not a big deal, but I hate how they always nab it. Like, it's always like, we have to get the studio. And it's not even, like, here. It's always the control room where all the, like, important stuff is.
Where they can, like, turn on listening and all that. And they literally just laugh at us every time we do our, like, soprano thing with Brown. I think it's stupid. Like, have you not heard them?
No.
I think they're more or less, like, laughing at...
Oh.
But... I mean, I would be laughing at feeding the birds, too, but still. Oh, you might have to cut that out. Sorry.
No, I think that's fine. It's funny, and it's just funny.
I don't know. I think the tenors, like, ever since, like, Joe and Ted left, the tenors are becoming like the new basses. And it's like, it's fine, but if they would, like, do that without, like, bringing other sections down, I feel like it would be easier and we'd be a better team. Like, one of them was talking about, well, maybe if we all supported each other, like, maybe it'll work. Like, no, you guys are the least supportive of anybody else. The Sopranos mess up once, and they're like,
let's be honest, it's all,
let's be real here. And that's ongoing face down on the concrete. Next question.
I actually do normally ask, like, how was your day, today specifically?
You know, my day was actually really good. I really liked seeing everybody's grandparents because they all show up in, like, Easter Sunday fits. And
yeah,
I don't know. I get my old lady inspo on these
I
days.
wish my grandma could have stayed longer, but, when Daughtry calls, she comes. She arrives in Iowa, apparently, for 2 different concerts.
As she should, though.
I mean, honestly, yeah. But I love my grandma. She has, me and Jack have this thing called Guh-core, because we call her Grandma Guh. And Guh-core is just like...
Wait, hold on. Can I get the backstory on Guh?
I don't know.
You don't even know?
I don't know. I think it just happened. So we call her Grandma Guh. I think it was her idea.
Yeah. I would believe that. Your Grammy is so fun.
Yeah. But we call it Guh-core. It's basically wearing the most jingly jewelry you can find and making it the most, like, eclectic without it being too much. And that's Guh-core.
I love the eclectic look. I love it elegant, like...
But it's not, like... It doesn't give, like, hobo or hippie and, like, hippie who grew up in a rich family kind of vibe.
Oh
I
my
hate
God,
those.
have you seen that TikTok?
I don't know which TikTok you're referring to.
You probably do.
I keep seeing this one girl who was originally in her bedroom and people were like, that bedroom probably smells really bad. But then she went to, like, her kitchen and she lived in this giant house.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And she's got the fake clip-in dreads.
Are they clip-ins?
They are clip-ins. Like, somebody was like, she was trying to sell them the other day and I saw them and I was like, oh, girl.
Brown hair, right?
Yup.
Oh,
the Polish girl? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one to, like, hate because, yeah, but hold on. What do you want, Ishan? Why is he texting me? He wants the address. Anyway, how are we feeling about the banquet? Like, is it bad I have, like, a pit in my stomach where I'm, like, worried about it?
Well, you're a senior, so you have more pressure. I just, like, I don't know. I'm a curious cookie, and I need to know everything. So you can't just tell me that you have a theme and say that you're not going to say it. I understand why.
No,
But,
exactly.
like, if you just lie, you've done it before, just lie to me, please.
No, exactly. Like he's a routine liar. Love him.
I have
But-
a doc. He lies about things that he shouldn't and then tells the truth about things he shouldn't.
Yeah, and he lies about things that he doesn't need to lie about either.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be like, I don't know if we can do this. But he knows it. And like
yeah.
it's
Or,
like
like,
he tries to be funny, but literally knowing everybody in the choir, everybody's got like grief, like gut wrenching anxiety
Yeah.
about everything. Like Sarah, for instance, oh my
Mhm.
gosh, one thing could go wrong and she'd be so nervous. And it makes me feel really bad for her. I'm heavily medicated, I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Yeah.
numb to all of that. But yeah, it makes me feel really bad. And I just like want to hold her, but we're like not that close.
yeah. I started a doc. I need to share it with everybody, but there's only little things on it, but I started a doc of all the times he's said something that wasn't true or said something that turned out not being true later. So, like, there was a time in audio and sound this year where we were taking this, like, quiz or whatever, and it was just on paper, like, on your notebook paper, write
Yeah.
down what this sound is.
I have no
And he
idea
said-
why he does that.
I don't either, but it was like, he said it was going to be for points, right? And then it was done, and Maddie was like, is it still for points? And he was like, no. And we were like, what do you mean? So I set it down on the doc. And then there was, when he was going to check our solfege on Out of the Orient,
Out of the Orient crystal skies.
I actually kind of like that one.
A star did shine, out. Yeah.
I
Oh,
did like that.
yeah, and then he never checked it.
He said, I'm going to check it in 90 seconds, and then didn't check it until the next day.
And even then, he was like, if you don't have it, it's fine. Like, get it to me.
Like,
by
don't put
Tuesday."
pressure on me to do this, and you're not going to, like,
Redacted.
mine, I think, but, like,
I love the man, but choir cannot be every student's main thing. And I think that's why kids won't do choir, because we have so much homework. Also, by the way, spoiler alert, honors choir is hell. You do not want to do it. It's like, it doesn't
signed
even,
up already.
no! It doesn't even count as an honors credit.
It doesn't?
I swear it doesn't. I like
What's the point of having honors choir if it's
exactly.
not going to
I
be
swear
weighted
it's just
as an
he
honors
wants
class?
everybody to do extra work. Like, I understand, like, the theory assignments, that's brand new. That was new from this year. Or maybe last year, but I'm not sure. This is
Yeah.
new. I'm talking like I have nails. I don't have I don't
want
have nails.
too.
It's because I go back to work on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to do it. But yeah, he talks like he acts like there's so many things. I mean, there's a reason I don't want to be a music teacher anymore. I wanted to be a choir teacher so badly, and now I don't, and it's because of the way he's running things. The amount of problems that he lets go unaddressed.
Oh my gosh.
And
And
it's like when he mentioned going on a trip with a beach day. Rayleigh looked at me. She goes, I don't think I've ever wanted to get off a beach so fast. And I looked at her and I was like, every time I think about the beach in Malta, I was like, it's like a war flashback. I swear to you, like bombs going off. I've never been screamed at like that in my life, let alone by a teenage boy.
who yelled? What?
Redacted.
You're going to have to bleep that out.
Don't worry, yeah. But, like,
Yeah. Did I never tell you this story?
no.
I shouldn't have been dating at 15. Like, when him and I started, like, Arjun and I started dating, like, I was 14. And he was 17 years old. Which is,
You were 14?
I was 14.
Were you a freshman?
I was just getting out of freshman year. Yeah. Because we started dating in the summer.
And he was a
after
junior.
freshman. And
He was getting out of junior.
yeah.
Oh,
And he had
Ugh.
never looked my way until I finally
Which
got
is,
really
like,
skinny.
so...
That's what it was. I
God.
grew my hair out and I got skinny, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, Connor, your sister's hot. Hello? You're fucked in the head. His new girlfriend looks exactly like me.
Wasn't he dating an 8th grader?
No, he was actually... So now we're friends. Her name is Bailey.
Oh, okay. I was like...
She wasn't an 8th grader. She was my age. She's actually a year older than me. So she's like 18 now. And... Lights. Anyway, she's 18 now. And she has got a new boyfriend. She's living her life. She's like...
And I remember, maybe it was my sophomore year, because you were together my freshman year.
Mhm.
And you said something, you mentioned something, and I said, what was the deal with him, by the way? Because I knew it was deeper, and you said, once I get intensive therapy, you will hear everything.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like a completely open book now, and I don't care that none of the tenors believe me, like, and that's okay, because he's insane in his own ways, but I would never ever go out of my way and say that, because at the end of the day, I like still care about him. I still want him to have a good life. Like, I don't want him to be labeled a liar, even though he has lied. He lied first. Like,
yeah, like
I could not.
Like, I believe people really can change.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm not going to advocate for you until you do. Or at least until you try.
Yeah. And like, I'm completely different than I was as a 14-year-old when we were best friends. Like, I was telling Nathan the other day, I was like, I just don't know what his deal is. I said, I don't know why he's holding on to grudges that happened when I was 14. Like, I'm 18 years old now, you know? I'm almost 18. I'm like, it's 2 months. But like, I'm old now. I'm almost an adult. And you're holding on to that? Get over
You're
it.
in college, like.
Exactly.
Continue on with your life.
You're going to Iowa. I'm going to Tampa. Like, we're never going to see each other again.
To Tampa?
I am. You should come visit, by the way.
I'll try.
The only problem is I might be going with Smitty from my grade.
Oh.
Aiden.
Oh.
So I don't know. Like, we're friends, but I'm like, he's kind of creep. I don't know. I feel like there comes a time, like, Rayleigh was talking about it, and so was Kate. They were like, I just feel like, I was telling my mom, she's like, I just hate my friends now. Like, I just am so done with their everything. And her mom said, I don't remember if it was Kaylee or Rayleigh or Kate, but it was one of them. And their mom said, well, yeah, you're supposed to grow out of high school. That's what you're supposed to do. And I think those words really brought peace to my soul, because at first I was like, what? I'm never going to grow out of this place. But now I look at this place like it's prison. Also, we have no windows.
We have no windows.
Oh my God, the windows.
No windows. I feel like the overall happiness rate at the school would be a lot better if we just had a little bit more vitamin D. You know? And like, the windows in the lunchroom, you know how they're not windows and they're just like opaque?
Literally.
And light can come through,
like,
but
it's more depressing than having no windows.
Not even like fully transparent, translucent, stained glass.
Oh,
like that would make me so much happier than what we have now. And I know that there's wiring, there's more than, we can't just put a skylight somewhere, but like, why don't we have windows in first hall?
No, exactly.
Because that has, at least on that side of first hall where
windows are readily
available.
Yeah.
Like, schools I used to go to, the public schools, like, it was structured so like there was classes all around the perimeter of the school, and then like ones in the middle, especially at my elementary school, there was a courtyard and they could see through the courtyard.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
And we had ducks at my elementary school.
Of course you did. Was it a Catholic school?
No.
Oh.
No, we didn't like adopt the ducks. The ducks just stayed there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that. I would like a pet duck one of these days. Like, I feel like it would be fun.
You have to get multiple ducks though.
Yeah, so they're not lonely.
But you have to, preferably 2 girls. Boy ducks are horrendous.
All boys are horrendous. Be real.
They're like violent. Yeah. I always talk about how I hate mallard ducks because of that.
Yeah. Can we address this elephant in the room of what exactly the choir officers are doing lately? But those are the main 4. But, and I know it's because she's Madam President. Honestly, she calls the shots, as she should. Absolutely. But I think that sometimes she thinks for herself and not for the benefit of other people. But I know she means well, you know? But sometimes it irks my soul. I've been saying that a lot lately.
It irks my soul.
It irks my soul. Yeah.
I've been thinking about like Southern idioms a lot recently. Like, I don't know the end of it, but I got it from Brittany Broski, where it's like her grandma used to say, when she saw a woman with big lips, she'd say, oh, she could suck the chrome off of, and insert something here.
Yeah.
Southern idioms. I came up with one, but it's so bad. Like, it's...
No, I want to hear it.
Well, nail me and call me Christ.
Real. Exactly. No. Mine is, I actually came up with this one myself. It's like, she thinks she's all that in a string of pearls.
All that and a string of pearls?
Yep.
Ooh. I actually have pearls with me today.
God, I love a good
my
string
outfit.
of pearls.
I love pearls too. I'm going to wear them for my prom dress.
No, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see your prom dress.
I love your prom dress, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
They are. I don't know if they're real, but they have knots in between them, but they feel plastic. They're plastic. I can see the seam.
I have some real ones. Do you want to borrow them for prom?
For prom, sure.
Okay.
I think my mom has real ones.
Oh, okay. If you can't find any, let me know, because I have a couple strings. You know what I love? I love being a girl's girl.
I love girls. Oh.
I'm not trying to like brag, but everybody asked me, oh, where, like this girl, Liza asked me the other day, she's like, where did you get your swimsuit? And I was like, oh, let me just send you the link. And then the other day, I think it was Ayana, she asked me where I got my jeans, and I sent her the link, and she's like, you're such a girl's girl. She's like, and I love that. She goes, I don't think I've ever seen you gatekeep something from someone unless you absolutely don't know where it's from. And I'm like, life is too short to gatekeep.
Why do people gatekeep? Like, is it so, like, the world, there are 8 billion people on this planet, and you're worried someone's gonna have the same jeans as you?
Oh my
Grow
gosh.
up. Like,
God forbid we have the same jeans from fucking Target or something.
yeah, like, sorry. I don't know. I never understood it. And it's also, like, gatekeeping culture and, like,
cancel culture is bad too.
male-dominated spaces, like in a fandom. You know, if you wear a band, if you're a girl and you wear a band t-shirt,
name 10 songs. Name 10
someone's
songs.
gonna ask you to name at least 5 songs.
Yeah.
And it's just like, can't someone enjoy something?
But no one would ever ask a man that.
No
for
one would
like a
ever ask
Lana
man
Del Rey
that.
thing. I would, because I'm a salty bitch, but like if a man was out in public, no one would, they would all be like, oh my gosh, he's beautiful, he should be mine. Like, no, ask him if he knows 10 songs by Lana.
Yeah.
What does the pussy taste like?
The sad thing is that if a man's wearing like a shirt like that is a female dominated space, they're gonna know 10 songs.
Yeah, because they know. Or like when they wear, like, the men that used to like wear like pearl necklaces, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, like they're so edgy, they're so different. Like,
I don't know about edgy, but
well, yeah, not necessarily.
I wouldn't
like,
describe
edgy.
pearls as edgy.
No.
But like
they're different.
he's in touch with his feminine side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no. He's not in touch with his feminine side.
This is a tactic. He's trying to reel you in.
Exactly.
You know?
It's like when the old men post to Lana Del Rey on TikTok. I love Lana Del Rey. Anyway, on TikTok, trying to like get all these young girls because it's Lana Del Rey, and like they have like the sugar daddy core. Like, no, gross. Please leave the young girls alone.
Yeah. Recently I saw someone trying to say that Lana was coquette.
She's not, though.
I don't think she is, personally. I mean, I always thought she was like dark feminine.
I always say that her and I are Miss Americana, or like Miss American, or Miss.
I think it's
Miss
Americana.
Miss America, because Miss Americana is Taylor Swift.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Miss America is like, you know, vintage patriotism, basically everything that JFK was, besides getting shot in the head.
Okay.
You know, like, you know, yachts and all that. Like that. Like what Lana Del Rey thinks she is. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop talking about her now. If you had to die, what would be the one way you would want to die?
The one way I'd want to die?
I've been thinking
like
about
an early
this.
death?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever thought. It's not a question. Like, I'm not going to be like, ew. Because, like, I think that's a normal question. Or a normal thing to think about.
Yeah.
Like, thinking about something macabre. But I've never thought about it personally. Or at least that sort of macabre thing. I'm not sure. Honestly, it's so bad, but I don't want to go out with cancer.
Stop.
I want the attention.
Stop. You're such an attention whore. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Me, I would probably blunt force trauma to the head. Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds. Or like a murder that you could put in like the Sherlock Holmes BBC show.
Oh my gosh,
like,
yes.
I'd want to go out that way. Like,
yes. Or I'd want to have like my eyeballs gouged out, and like,
yeah,
they like
kill
leave
me
a
like
trail.
your Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Kill me like your Beatrix Kiddo.
Yeah.
And I wronged you.
Like, Exactly.
Make it a crime of passion, please.
Crime of passion. Like, at least I know you liked me. If you kill me with passion, girl. I wonder where they are.
Like, if I get killed by someone just because they feel like killing, I'm gonna be like, ugh.
I'd be like, seriously,
you found. If you kill me because you're angry, like, it has meaning.
Exactly. Is it a jealousy killing? Because, bro, drop your pants right now. It's okay.
Drop your pants right now. Following them around as a ghost, like,
literally, like,
me. Oh my god.
Stop. No. Stop. You killed me. What made you choose me?
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's not even funny, but like it's kind of funny. But I guess we're just like really sick in the head.
Yeah, when I say cancer, I mean like
you want the attention of cancer. You don't want to be like dying of
for The Fault in Our Stars.
Stop!
Cancer.
Hazel
like,
Grace.
I need like
making out in the Anne Frank house type shit.
No, I haven't seen it.
You need to.
Okay, John Green.
John Green is absolutely unhinged sometimes, but I love him.
I love the Greens in general. John and Hank. So many people hate Crash Courses, and I'm like,
no, I live for them.
Get on my level. Like,
you're just mad he talks too fast and you don't understand it.
Like, it's not that hard to understand. You don't have to take notes. You just have to pay attention, and now you know because he's telling you. Like,
and he tells you in such ways that you can remember.
I know what I know about tuberculosis because of John Green.
I think it's because you have autism.
Here's the thing, though. Have I ever independently researched tuberculosis and like its history? No.
Tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis.
Literally.
I watched John Green videos of him talking about tuberculosis? Absolutely. Did I have a dream where I had tuberculosis? Yes.
For real. You know what did I tell you my dream? I had a dream I was in a dance battle with JoJo Siwa.
Yes, and you won by doing a show choir move.
Yes, it was just a show choir dance break, and Abby Lee Miller chose me.
It was me. Pick me. Choose me.
Love me. Like, it was, oh my gosh, I was honored, though. I was like the next dance mom. I got a crown, too.
You got a crown?
I did.
Wow. Last night, I had a dream that all my teeth were falling out because they were rotting, and then I woke up at night.
That means you're scared of getting old. Did you know that?
Because they're rotting? A lot of people said that it's because you're growing, but that's just like when your teeth fall out. Like, these were like rotting teeth.
Ew. Gluttony?
Yeah. I don't know, scurvy. Maybe it was scurvy.
Scurvy.
More vitamin C.
Atta girl.
One time, I thought I may have gotten scurvy because I had like canker scores everywhere.
Canker scores?
Canker scores everywhere around my mouth, but I think it was just stress. And I was like, is it herpes? But how could it be herpes? At least sexually transmitted herpes, it couldn't be.
Herpes.
Herpes. I don't know why I keep saying things wrong, but I don't particularly care.
I don't even. Herpes.
Herpes. I can say. My dad had herpes once.
Why do you know that?
Because he told me. It wasn't sexually transmitted, but he has this little like indent in the side of his nose because of it.
Interesting.
The
more you know about Lucy's dad.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I get lore drops from my parents all the time because because Lily doesn't talk to them a ton, and Jack's at work and at school, so. And I'm in car rides all the time, so I'm getting the bulk of conversations with both of my parents, and so I get all the lore drops. My mom will talk about politics, and then me and my dad, well, I don't know. Me and my dad talk about a lot of things. Like, I don't know. We talk about poop a lot.
Real. Me and my dad talk about how to get away with murder.
I don't know. Maybe I've talked about that with my dad. We've talked about the possibility of me going into biological warfare as a career.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Thank you. Hey, that's why I got the war bracelet.
You're very like girl boss like that, you know?
Thank you.
Like there's like girl boss like Barbie, and then there's girl boss like
government agent.
Yeah, like bioterrorist.
Yeah. Committing war crimes.
Exactly.
I'm actively violating the Geneva Convention every day.
Real.
It's a checklist.
It's a checklist.
It is a checklist.
There you go.
To-do list. Geneva Convention. I know a little bit about some stipulations on the Geneva Convention.
Do share.
Collective punishment is a violation of the Geneva Convention. And so is a three-sided blade. Because a triangle blade, if you look up like three-sided blade, it's three sides and they like twists. and it makes a nasty wound shape.
Oh.
So it like can't ever properly heal. So that's why it's a war crime to use it.
Real. Oh my god. I got a 37 out of 50 on my math test. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what I got on mine. Hold on. Let's see. Let's look at our grades. I didn't turn in my theory yet.
I haven't either, and I don't think Philip will really care.
Yeah, I didn't turn in mine from last time. Oh, I don't have internet.
I do. I want waffle fries.
Devices.
When I tell you all
voices.
about it, when I see you again.
Well, I forgot to text my troop leader back.
I think I'm not saying it's weird that you're still in Girl Scouts, but it's a little strange that you're still in Girl Scouts.
Yeah, well,
I thought
Girl
it cut
Scouts
off
goes
at like
in-
5.
No, Girl Scouts goes until you're out of high school. It starts at 5. It can start at preschool, but you start as preschool kindergartner. That's Daisy, and then 2nd to 3rd grade is Brownie. 4th and 5th is Cadet. No. 4th and 5th is Junior.
Oh.
Middle school, all of middle school, so 6th, 7th, and 8th is a cadet. Then it's ambassador and then senior, I believe. Maybe it's senior and then ambassador. I don't know. I think I'm an ambassador now, so it was senior then ambassador.
Cook.
So, but yeah, I think there's in our service unit, there's only 2 troops, including mine, that are in high school. And theirs has 5 and mine has 4. So, and it's also because like cookie sales drop once you get older.
Yeah, you have to be cute.
You have to be young.
Not that
and
you're
cute.
not cute, but you got to be like.
Well, and I feel like there's a certain point where it just goes up a little bit because people will realize like, sorry, I'm getting out of breath. I'm not breathing when I'm talking.
No, you're
good.
My mouth is just getting dry, so I'm like drinking.
Oh, you're
water.
good. I don't drink nearly enough water. Waddle.
A little way.
We don't.
A little way.
I think sales go up a little bit when you get a little bit older, just because it's more about like this is a young entrepreneur learning business and money managing
Real.
than it is cute Girl Scout selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, for
You
their
know.
mom and the PTA meetings. I feel like. Okay, story time. My childhood trauma, because
Ooh.
I wasn't allowed to be a Girl Scout.
Oh.
I begged my mother, and she's like, no, I don't like the atmosphere. Like, I don't want to send my kids into the woods, like, which is fair,
Yeah.
because I hate the woods. I would have hated being a Girl Scout, I'm not going to lie.
To be fair, okay, on the side of Girl Scouts, if you don't want to camp in the woods, you're going to have a cabin at the camp. Like, here's the thing, is that you can camp, but it's like, it's a choice. Like, if you go to Prairie Flower, at one of the Girl Scout camps in the state, it's like, there's the mess hall, you know, and there's activities outside, but when you're sleeping, you can have a cabin. My troop personally likes yurts, because they're like cabins, but they're like,
Oh,
you know, and they got bunk beds and stuff, so they're the most fun, you know. Camping in tents is meh. I mean, I'm fine with camping in tents, but
I camped in a tent once, and I woke up with horrible back pain, and I decided I'm either going to live in a house when I go camping, like buy a whole house, or I'm going to rent a camper, or I'm never going to sleep in a tent again.
yeah.
And I'm hoping that is my life plan. Like, I don't know.
I mean, when I slept in a tent a couple of times, it's always the same tent. It's my family's tent. Duh. It's all right. It's just that, like, it's me and my 2 siblings and my parents.
Oh,
And it's not a small tent. It's a bigger tent, but it's like air mattresses and stuff. And it's like, it's not like we're camping like me and my mom want to do, which is like Boundary Waters trip, canoeing, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Where you have to have everything you have is stuff that you can carry with you. It's like we're bringing the car to a state park and going to the camping grounds,
yeah.
you know, where the bathrooms are over there, you know.
I feel like, I don't know, some girls are just made to be in the woods and other girls are not. And I am not made to be in the woods. I am made to be in a white picket fence house with, like, I don't like dogs very much, but like a dog maybe, and a nice husband that listens to me and does whatever I say.
Yeah.
Like, is it so much to ask for? Oh, and I'd like to have long nails, right? I'm sick and tired of working in the food industry.
Yeah. I want to get my nails done again, but I might just ask Maddie to do them for prom.
Honestly, I had to peel my nails off the other day, and they look horrendous. Like, I swear I have, like, little slits.
I had nails at the beginning of the year, and then I took them off. It was so bad. It's grown out now, but, like...
Yeah. My nail beds will never recover from this time, because it was, like, horrible.
Well, they'll grow out, you know.
Yeah, but I bite them so badly.
Yeah.
Which is why I get them done. And, like, my boss was like, you can't have those. I'm like, here's the thing. It's either going to be acrylics or it's going to be bloody Band-Aids. And I'm sure you would rather have acrylics. But she's like, sorry, you can't do it. I guess you're going to have to wear gloves now. Like, fine, whatever. Like, but I'm so serious. Like, it makes me feel, like, less pretty. When I have my nails done, it feels so beautiful.
I get, yeah, like, it makes your fingers look better.
Oh, yeah.
Because some people just have naturally nice hands. I have small hands, so my fingers look kind of short, which means that the nails
make your hands look beautiful. Exactly. When I have straight hair, a nice spray tan, and my nails done, like, I'm so unstoppable. Like, I have my life together when I have all those things. So it sucks that I have curly hair. Like, and I use a relaxer, too, so it doesn't poof up. But, oh my gosh, sometimes I forget, and it just gets huge.
Yeah. I don't know, my hair... I need to get a bonnet, like a silk bonnet, because, like, I recently trimmed my hair, and I'm already getting split ends again.
Do you want me to send you the link? I have, like, a really cute reversible one.
Ooh.
And they come in a bunch of different colors. I'm going to look. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. You might want to keep the phone away from the mic, because it'll make a... Right. Yeah. It'll be all... The mics do not like the phones. So... You know, but I know Grayson has one, but he, like, it's too big for him, so he'll wake up and it's over his eyes. That's really
so
funny.
I get one that ties in the back.
Yeah.
Like, it's my favorite thing. And I also, if you spray perfume inside of it,
ooh,
your hair comes out so nice. Like, this morning my hair smelled so good.
I showered this morning.
I know. Your hair looked good.
Thank you. I mean, like, my hair gets really greasy so fast. And, like, I like being in the shower, but it's the action of getting up to go into the shower that takes so much effort.
I swear, like, taking off your... This is going to be, like, weird, but taking off my clothes is so much work.
I know.
Turning on the water and getting my hair wet.
Getting it the right temperature. Because here's the thing with my shower. It'll start, no matter where I put it, way too hot. It'll start way too hot, and then I'll move it, and now it's cold. It always takes longer to get colder than it does to get hotter, because that's how that works, I guess. And so I can never get it perfectly right when I get in, so I'm standing there just like...
Yeah. No, and I have to, like... Some days I'm like, I really need to commit to washing my hair. Or, like, getting it wet, because I know that I'm going to have to wash it if it's wet. Because, like, my product is so much. Like, and it looks great when it's in, but, like, if it gets wet, it makes my hair look like a grease ball. Ugh.
Yeah. And I need to use, like, I need to have more of a routine, because right now it's just wash my hair, get out, plop it. You know? And I used to put leave-in in for, I tried leave-in for a bit, but I was like, if I'm going to do that, I'm also going to have to do the, like, a few other things, and then I'm going to have to diffuse so it doesn't have that, like, cast around it. You know?
Okay, I'm going to bring this up to my mouth. Let me write a list, and I will send you, like, everything that I do. I'll send you my bonnet, my hair supplies, and, like, I don't know. I feel like we have, like, similar hair types.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, all I am is probably more Jewish, but that's it. It's hard to out-Jew the Jew.
Yeah.
Quote book.
I am pretty sure I am not.
Jewish?
Yeah.
You could be.
I mean, I very well could be, but I have more German descent.
Oh my god. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Well, it's not like Greta where, like, I have a dual citizenship.
I feel like it would be fun to have a dual citizenship. But, like, to somewhere like Greece or, like...
Yeah.
Like, somewhere, like, kind of tropical, but not really. Bonnet.
The only thing with, like, getting a citizenship in two countries when it's not from, like, a biological parent is...
a pain in the ass.
Yeah, because of taxes. So you get taxed by both countries.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true for children. Well, or, like, for Greta, because she hasn't been paying German taxes, and she's 18, so I think she's fine, but I don't quite know.
I feel like it's a lot of work. Oh, I'm sorry the recording studio has shit Wi-Fi.
Oh my goodness. I don't have any bars on my computer,
No, exactly.
which is great because this doesn't need internet to record, but like
But to edit,
my Chrome crashed the other day when we were filming with HUD.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that would have been the life. Like, that would have been the death of me. I don't like.
I only had a couple things open, but like it completely exited out, and I was like, all right, it's
whatever.
fine. I didn't need it anymore, but I was like, okay. It's just, for me, it's really convenient to have my Gmail open constantly.
No, yeah.
I don't get how people don't read their emails. I get on my computer. If I have to restart it, the first thing I do is make sure that my email is that first tab.
Mm-hmm. I do Blackbaud, and then I do my email. Then I do Pinterest.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do Google Classroom, just so that I know. Like,
you can get onto Pinterest?
I can. I can also get onto Netflix and Wattpad and all of that.
Is it a VPN?
No, I don't
Oh.
have a VPN. It's just unblocked.
Oh, so you just have, that happens all the time. Someone will just have the God computer.
Yeah, I have literally a jailbroken computer for no
Mhm.
reason.
But you can't get onto Logic.
Nope. That's because they deleted the program. Like, they're like, you have to pay now. I'm like, no, I'm not paying. You can't make me.
So you can only get it if you're in the class for that
Yup.
year?
Mm.
Oh my God.
I know, it's so stupid. And I'm like, the least y'all can do is let me have Logic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe
Do you
I
still
need-
have GarageBand?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I use that on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
I need to start my own podcast like that, you know?
You should. If you want to, you can use my computer to do stuff.
I
like if
low-key
you want
would.
Logic.
I low-key would. But, like, I don't want to steal your thunder. You have a podcast, you know?
Yeah, but you can just, I mean, you can use my Logic.
Oh, yeah. But, like, if I did start a podcast, I don't want to be like, well, Lucy started a podcast, so I'm going to do it better.
No, you're fine.
Because
You're
I don't
fine.
even talk about the same things as you, you know?
No, you don't. I mean, I like having this podcast because now I feel like it's like I can have a conversation with anybody,
Mm-hmm.
you know, about anything.
Exactly.
But I know that, like, if you start your own podcast, you're going to incite different conversations than I would on mine. Like, I
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about Miraculous Ladybug for
love
half an
Miraculous.
hour. Like,
Exactly. And also, you can come join my podcast, and it'll be fun. I might start one. I don't know how to
Yeah.
do that, and I know Spotify is going to be a pain in my ass if I do it. But
it's like, it wasn't actually too bad. You just have to create a new account, like Google account for it. But once you get it set up, once you get past the confusion,
Mhm.
it's easy peasy.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Or you can link it to an existing account. But I was like, I'm not going to have my podcast on my current Spotify account.
Real.
They don't need to see the amount of character playlists I have.
Stop. That is so real.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody had a Draco phase. Did you have a Draco Malfoy phase?
God, no.
Oh, you're a loser.
I had my ex-best friend had a Draco phase.
Oh my god.
And I watched. And I was like,
Okay, I had a Draco phase like knee deep in the the pandemic, like
the pandemic.
the pandemic. Yep. The pandemic.
Yeah.
It was horrendous. Like,
Mhm.
it was insane. I was like, oh, this little blonde bitch. He looks like a twink. Now that I'm looking back, I'm like,
I understand when it's like Half-Blood Prince Draco.
oh my gosh, yeah. But Child Draco, like, people are making edits of Child Draco. I was like, y'all, that's
my
like
God.
low key, like, kind of petty. That's
I was telling Greta, I think it was last night on FaceTime,
Mhm.
how I saw a reel that was Harry Potter cosplay, but it was like it was Russian because that's what the caption was in Russian.
It's always Russians.
And they looked Russian, you know?
Yeah.
And it's the fact that
You can just tell.
the audacity of this video made sense with it. And like, oh, sorry, I need to breathe.
No, you're good. Please breathe.
Oxygen is good.
I started holding my breath when things don't go my way.
Really?
It's true. I just do this. Ready?
Oh my goodness.
And then I just turn red. And then people give me what I want.
oh, it's a tactic. I thought you just in general.
Well,
Like-
I mean, it is a good coping mechanism. It's better than, like, self-mutilation or some shit.
Yeah.
Or eating 3 tablespoons of salt or some shit. Or 19 bangs or something.
I don't know. One of my coping mechanisms is baking.
Oh, why can't I be a normal, healthy girly like that?
I don't know. When you manic bake, it's like, it's kind of stressful because if nothing else can go my way, I have to be able to make these cookies perfect. You know?
Real.
So, yeah. What was I talking about?
Podcast. Secret tunnel.
I had to breathe, and we talked about breathing, and then I completely lost track of. Oh, these Russian people.
The Russians. Yes.
So it was this cosplay, right? And it was Snape. But then it was Hermione as well.
Oh, is the Snape and Hermione like lovers?
Yes.
Ugh.
But she was in her Yule Ball gown. So it's when
I
she
love
was
that dress,
14. And they were like dancing together. And I looked at the comments because I was like, this can no. And someone was like, pardon? She's a minor and he's Severus Snape.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was like, in the fic that this is from, she's aged up. She's in her fucking 14, the dress she wore when she was 14. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's giving age regression, low-key, on Hermione's part.
Oh my goodness. And it's also like, what kind of, I don't like ships where you have to age up just one person.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Like, if you're writing a fic and you're like, and two characters are the same age, but they're in high school, you're like, this is a future fic, like, whatever.
Yeah, because you don't want to fantasize about, like, a 16, 17-year-old kid. Unless you are 16, 17-year-old, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, you don't want to
even
put
then
that on
it's
the,
still,
on
yeah.
the outside.
Like,
Just
the amount of
creepy people on the internet.
things that could be considered child porn on Wattpad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh.
It
should
not
be locked
because
down.
they're fictional characters, but, like,
It's just, like, the reason, like, them being, like, 14, 15, 15, 16. Like,
I used to be in the My Hero Academia fandom.
right.
So, you know.
The anime, right?
Yes.
Yes. I had to think.
There were some, it was a dark time in my life personally because I started on Wattpad,
Oh, my God.
which means that I was reading as a 12-year-old fics written by other 12-year-olds by 16-year-old boys.
Yeah.
You know, because all the 12-year-olds in 6th grade, you know, we fetishized gay men.
I don't know if I fetishized gay men when I was 12,
Yeah.
girl.
Like the fanfiction girlies. At
Oh,
12.
yeah, they definitely did. They're like, oh, they're just little babies. No, they're just 27 years old.
Two men talking to each other.
Literally.
You know, like.
Goes feral. Yeah.
The voices! The voices!
Yeah, no. I don't know. I don't know.
I think my first fic was like 100 plus chapters Omegaverse. Do you know what that is?
I think I know what you're talking about with the mega. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was.
I know what you're talking
two
about.
16-year-olds. And Mpreg.
And what?
Mpreg. Male pregnancy.
No. That's
because it was Omegaverse that was possible. And teen pregnancy. They were in high school.
I don't like that.
You know what was really bad though? So it was My Hero Academia, but so Deku was the one who was pregnant, of course.
Of course, it's always Deku.
It's always
Sorry.
Deku. He's always the fucking bottom. Sorry.
I have to pee so badly.
I'm gonna get over this and then you can go pee.
Okay, thank you.
I can
I've been
pause
held
it
in
too.
here for 3 hours.
We've been talking for 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Shh. It's been 3 hours in my mind.
And Deku went into labor at the school.
What the fuck?
And then they went over.
Does it come
PA.
out like the urethra or like?
I don't know. I don't know the anatomy of Omegas
butt?
in.
Like,
ugh,
I don't want to think about it.
Here's the thing. I don't know because they don't talk about the actual like
Anatomy.
of
like,
Omegas
the
in
man's
Omegaverse. Like I need to know.
I feel like
It's which is so weird. Like, how did the fanfiction community decide that they were gonna come up with an Omegaverse so they could get boys pregnant?
This is where the mental illness
when
has
did
started.
we fall as I said this to Lainey at the tail end of Hudson's episode on Tuesday was because we were talking about fanfiction again. I said,
That's all y'all ever
do you
do.
ever think about how Jesus saw every sin committed by the world? He saw this. He saw the fanfiction and he went, I'm going to sacrifice myself for you guys.
Bro, if I saw fan fiction about anything like this, like, and I was supposed to sacrifice myself, I'd be like, they're too far gone. Like, I can't do it.
I
Like,
would be like, well, I tried.
well, you know what, guys?
I had a lot of faith in you guys.
The apple has fallen too far from the tree.
Too far. Pun intended.
Pun intended, for real.
May
May I please pee now?
I'm gonna finish.
Sorry,
Sorry, we
finish
keep going.
Deku was pregnant. and
Deku's
giving
pregnant.
birth.
He goes into labor at the school. So then the principal goes over to the PA and says, will the father of Midoriya's child please come to the office?
What the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck?
I know 12-year-old you was like, oh my gosh, parents! No.
I know. 12-year-old me was more excited about the fact that the birth was happening than the fact that they called it over the fucking PA. And you know,
Only the PA is crazy.
he didn't show because he had he was strong and fit and he had abs, so it didn't show that he was growing a fucking, you know,
Fetus.
yeah, 8-pound fucking, you know,
Baby.
Where does it go?
He was ripped. That thing
Where's
just
the
like went
root?
to his ass.
Where does it go? Well,
No. I'm going to pee before you get into this
Yeah.
anatomy.
Okay. Hold on.
The nitty gritty.
We should come up with a code name for her so we don't have to cut it.
Yeah, wait. Pause so we can brainstorm. And I bet in the morning. Anyway.
Back again, Momager.
Oh my gosh, girl. I am not understanding why everything show choir related needs to be so stressful for her. Like the costumes, she was all pissy about constantly.
When we had to meet for crew at Florida,
Yeah.
she made it such a bit, like, James was missing his hat. It was here the whole time, by the way. It was sitting on that thing over there. We had 2 extras. That's why we have extra hats. They're labeled extras. And she was freaking out. She's like, well, I don't know if it'll fit his head. At this point, I don't give a fuck.
Real. Like,
I really don't. Like, his hat should be here and it's not. We have extras. Done and done.
Like,
put it in your stack and put them back. We have other things to talk about.
and the hats don't even stay on for the full numbers.
They
like,
don't. It's like,
they take it off when we can lean on no one. Because they had to
No.
lean on the side and... Oh, really?
no, because I know that the flip,
Mm-hmm.
the guys who do the flip, they take it off before they do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't...
But like it's
still a thing. Like, shut up.
the hats were made such a stressful thing for no reason too.
Exactly. And I feel like hat choreography is always going to be shoddy. Not going to
Mhm.
lie. Like, it's going to look shoddy. It's going to be executed shoddily. And if you don't really sell it, it's obviously going to show up on people's faces.
And if you have a lot of people doing it, no one's gonna do it at the right time and it's gonna look bad.
Exactly. Have one person hand out hats. And I just feel like she didn't, even with the costumes, she was constantly bitching at people. And her, like, weird infatuation with hating Annika.
Oh my gosh. People have
I have no idea what it is.
mm-hmm.
You seem like you needed to talk about some.
It was you know,
Redacted.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck is up with her?
I don't know. She has such an issue with Annika as just like a person
She
in general.
bitched at her today because of, she's like, Annika, don't you think you need your choir folder instead of standing around? We didn't start for another 20 minutes. Like, Annika ran up to the choir room, ran back, and Mr. Brown's like, everybody grab a donut, settle in, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Redacted.
bitched at her for no reason. And it's like, it's gotten to the point where I just, like, want to stand up for her every time Miss
Redacted.
looks her way.
I don't know. Anywho, back to Momager.
Yes, right. I feel like she acts like she loves this job so much to everybody else, but then bitches at the kids and, like, takes it out on them.
Yeah, and I think it might be in part to the fact that she left her actual jobs just so she could do it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like, you're not being paid, like, none of this, like, and it's like, I feel like she wants it to be a real job,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not. Like,
It's no, the sentiment of it is that you're taking, like, it's a considerate thing. It's not like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're getting paid to do it, then it's like,
mm-hmm. Exactly. And, like,
know.
your kid is in the show choir. That's why you're here.
yeah.
Like, and when she was the like, momager last year, too, like, I was like, your daughter is not even in company.
I thought she was.
No.
Last year I thought she was.
She was a freshman last year. The only freshman that got in was Juby.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
I swear. Yeah. But, like, I might be wrong.
I think you're wrong.
I think I might be wrong. Maybe I'm lying. I'm sorry. But I don't remember seeing her in any of the pictures, you know?
The thing is, though, I can picture her in the costumes and
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
So I think you might be right. My
Yeah.
bad. I'm sorry for spreading false rumors.
it's okay.
All the rumors are true. Did you hear Lizzo's quitting music?
Okay.
You don't like Lizzo.
I don't not like Lizzo. I'm just neutral.
I feel like people don't hate her because she's big. People don't hate her because she's, like, black. People don't hate her because she's a woman. People just don't like her because she's very out there. And it's a persona that you need to, like, truly like. Like, you have to, like, yeah, it's like you have to be all in. And, like, sometimes it's just a big fat no for me. No pun intended. That was rude if it was a pun, but it's not a pun. Like, I don't know. And then she's like, I'm so sorry, like, I'm leaving the music department. Or, like, the music.
Yeah.
Shit, that's me. I'm leaving the music, like, industry. And then she's like, goodbye. Like, nobody made a reaction. And I swear she'll be back in, like, a month and be like, hey, guys, this bitch is back.
Because didn't Doja Cat say she was quitting?
Yeah. Okay, Doja Cat is my wife, literally.
I know. I'm not complaining about her coming back.
Like, she's so hot.
I understand, though. Wasn't she under a bad company or something?
Mm-hmm. She had a bad contract. She had bad mental health. Like,
I understand completely.
I do too. And did I ever tell you about the time I wanted to, like, quit company? And I, like, sent an email?
I don't know.
So I sent an email to Brown being like, hey, like, I want to quit. I can't do this. Like, you can't have this person on the team and this person on the team. If you know it's going to be a problem and you know it's not going to make the team stronger. You know who I'm talking about. Like, and, like, he just did not respond. So finally I walked up to his office and I said, he's like, you're not quitting. I was like, I am. I can't do this. He's like, you can't quit. It's your senior year. Like, you will get something. You will do something on this team. But look at that. I'm still Jackson's backup, bitch. Like, I'm pissed about that. Every fucking year.
Only the important, like, solos that girls got were mostly altos, except for Juby.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. And on top of that, like, I asked Mr. Brown, I was like, hey, I was the one that told you to put this song in the fucking ballad. Like, the I walked across. And I said, can I audition for it at least? He's like, no, it's a tenor bass solo. Everything is a tenor bass for that. Exactly. Everyone, it's always a tenor bass solo.
It's always going to be, you know.
Yeah. The naughty one.
The naughty one. Oh, that's a good name.
Yeah, that's what we call him at home, too. It's straight up. Juby's like, the naughty one's back. We're all like, huh. I don't understand what Brown sees in that kid. I don't even know.
Where did he go?
He said, my head hurts. And then he walked out for 20 minutes and then came back.
I couldn't feel my fucking legs. Deal with it.
Literally. And I swear it's only because he's going to hit his vape in the bathroom.
Oh, my God.
'Cause he's an actual addict. Which is fine. Like, me too. But not at school. You would never catch me doing that shit at school. Like, there are a bunch of people in your grade that are doing it constantly, like vaping in the bathrooms, and I'm like,
here's the thing, I said this yesterday, for better or for worse, my grade's the ones always finding ways to break the rules.
Yeah, and I do kind of love it though.
And that's the reason why I was so shocked when HUD was like, yeah, people were telling their parents that they wanted me expelled because of my hair. And it was like, underclassmen care about that shit, because when I was an underclassman, we were all wearing sweatpants. Like,
exactly. Everyone was wearing sweatpants as an underclassman. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I was wearing leggings every day. Till Sherry was like, maybe you should try less tight pants. Sherry, maybe you should try a different colored pantsuit. You look like you shit yourself. Like, fuck off. Don't even get me started on your stupid dean.
Oh my God. And here's the thing, I said this yesterday,
He tries to be best friends with everybody too, and I'm like, can you not?
When he made his introduction and stuff, I had hope, because the way he talked, where he was like, I was like, maybe he'll actually do something. Fucking nothing. You care more about neon hair than you do someone, getting into fights and people being called slurs. And,
yeah. Not to mention a toxic environment where people are tearing shit down on our walls from our own team, like, or a careless director.
Or a teacher with multiple DUIs.
Exactly. Like, what is this school? And everybody's like, I love Tatina Grace. And, like, if you ask any of the students here, they're all going to be like, no.
Like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the education I'm getting here. I do value it, especially when you have really good teachers. I mean, there's always going to be exceptions to that, but a lot of the teachers are pretty good at doing their job. And, like, but it's the administration and, the dean and stuff like that where I'm like,
yeah. Where I'm like, it's not worth having good teachers and shitty admins. Like, it weighs out, yeah, but at the end of the day, like, how much is it gonna weigh out? Like, I keep saying at the end of the day. Anyway, but, like, it weighs out, and in the end, I would not send my kids here.
I've thought about that, especially because I'm
You're
a
alum,
legacy
yeah.
student. Yeah. I don't think I would either. And I don't even know if I'm going to be in the state. I mean, I want to stay in the state for college, maybe. We'll see. But
I'm getting out of here as fast as I can. Not
yeah,
even gonna lie.
I mean, I like this state. You know, I'm I'm like a Northwoods kind of girl.
you are
you
a
know?
northern girl.
I am. And I mean, like, that has a lot to do with, like, growing up. My grandparents had cabins, so I'd go up there. And now my grandma lives on an island, like, pretty much as close to Canada as she can get.
Mm-hmm. Canada, oh Canada.
What's the rest of the song?
I don't know, but I feel like I'll offend the Canadians.
Yeah.
I love their accents. Oh, smash.
I mean, it's kind of our accents, too.
I don't know.
Minnesotan accent is really close to a Canadian accent.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like Minnesotan is just a little bit more emphasized
Mm-hmm.
on, like, O's and everything. Oh, don't you know? I don't know. My
I
dad's
swear.
really good at it.
Canadians are like the hockey boys. Like you know how what's his nuts talks? He's like, this guy's like, holy buddy,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen sharper edges on blah 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 than your skates. I'm like, bro, you sound like Irish.
Which is strange because Canada was French.
Exactly. You would think they know how to talk, but they don't. You
Yeah.
look so tired.
I need more oxygen.
Yeah, you do.
I keep going. Oxygen's so good. I don't know. I'm not tired because we're talking.
Mhm.
I'm like, my tummy hurts. You
You're
know,
being
I
very
think
brave.
I thank you so much. My I don't know. Maybe it's my waistband digging in, or maybe I don't know. I just need to poop or something.
That's
but-
another thing. Like those uniforms here suck.
Oh my god, they're so bad. And like it's I hate the fact that I either get the choice to wear something completely monochrome or wear khakis.
Mm-hmm. And I hate khakis, especially on the period.
Oh my god, yes, because then I'll finally find a pair that I'm like, I like these, you know,
And
like
then admin shuts it down.
no, I had a pair of like dress khakis, and they weren't this material where it's like too many washes and now like I want to tear my skin off. It was like they were nice, they were soft, and I embroidered the pocket because the pocket ripped, but like I thrifted them too, and it fit. They fit perfectly. I didn't have to do anything to them. And then I'll get my period.
Yep.
Or like at lunch, something will spill. Ugh. Kill me. Yeah. One time at lunch, my pizza, you know their pizzas? It was raw. Like the dough, I could stretch it. And then I brought it up and I was like, because I know Ben. He knows my dad. And I was like, hey. Actually, Katie went up for me because I really didn't want to have to talk to them.
Real.
And she was like, hey, my friend's pizza is like raw. And and the nutritionist, she looked at it and she's like, oh, you're right.
Yeah.
she looked at it, she's like, oh yeah. So they gave me a free one. I was like, thank you so much.
They work so hard in there too.
They
do
do.
not
Oh my goodness.
deserve the shit that they get.
So many people will talk shit, and I'm like, I understand that it's expensive, but that's their wage. So
I do not care that I'm paying $2.50 for a bag of cream cheese because at the end of the day, like Ben has 2 sons and a wife. Like Christine has a fiance. Like Miss Boston has 2 kids. Like everybody in there has a life, and it's like I'm not gonna be like that person, you know?
Yeah. Or I know someone who would regularly steal.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh goodness, maybe I just need to eat.
Yeah. Should we go find Rowan Hud?
I don't know where they are.
I have no idea. I think maybe they're here, but my phone is also in the non-dead.
Yeah, my phone's also like. We can wrap it up.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? But like and just in general, I have a big connection to the food industry and a lot of empathy for them, especially because of my dad. It's all because of my dad, and like. Yeah, and then like I watched The Bear with my dad, and we'd have to pause it at moments where he'd be like, I don't know if I can watch this right now because he experienced that, or he's like, that's exactly what it's like. And my dad connected with an old friend, and he was talking about being a chef, and he's like, yeah, so if you look at it, the 3 highest suicide rates among careers in men are cops, doctors, and chefs.
Real.
And it's the same for drug abuse. Like,
Which is interesting, but like I understand that. I'm surprised Starbucks baristas aren't on there.
Yeah.
I'm about to become a statistic if I have to go back there. Like, it's insane.
That's such a good line. I'm about to become a statistic.
I am truly like. I think about going back every day, and it like haunts me. Like, I hate that industry. If I did not make like $15.50 an hour plus tips, like, I'd be out of there. I would be working for someone else. I'd be working my nanny job that I use.
Grayson works at Caribou.
Yeah, it sucks there too. He doesn't even get paid as much as I do.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to be paid more for being a queer individual. Ally.
I lie.
I need like little sparkle sounds after that. Ally.
I'll try and put them in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was lovely having you. We're both in need of a break now. I mean, me personally, I need.
You need food. I need Starbies.
Yeah, my tummy hurts. So, yeah. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
This was fun. We should do it again.
Yes, absolutely. I actually really had a really fun time talking.
No, me too.
Like, very fun.